on your number one business radio, Broad Street Radio. The following are the headlines for the news updates today, the second day of November 2021. 4 die, 3 rescued, others trapped as 21-story building collapses in Lagos. EFCC arrests Obi Kubana over alleged money laundering and tax fraud. Matawale reopens weekly markets in Zamfara, retains ban on animal sale. And in business, Rain Oil acquires majority stake in Eternal PLC. NGX opens November bearish, down by 32 billion naira. And in sports, Awoniyi out, but Igalo Chukwueze did a return for Nigeria's clash against Cape Verde and Liberia. Good morning. Welcome to the news update from your number one business radio, Broad Street Radio, in association with Automedics Auto Care Limited, Ajao Estate Branch, and Dependable Securities Limited. I am Otosi James Chuku, and here are the news in full. Four dead bodies were recovered while 3 persons were pulled out alive of the rubble of a 21-story building, which collapsed yesterday at Gerard Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. The Guardian learned that some workers were still trapped as of the time of filing this report. The building, which is the tallest in the area, collapsed around 2 o'clock p.m. on construction workers on site, as well as cars parked in the premises. An eyewitness said, "We learned that people who were on the top of the building were trapped in the rubble as the generator and the machine needed to cut the iron rod, which they were trapped in, did not work early enough." There were efforts by emergency rescue officials from Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASBCA, the police, and others who climbed the rubble as part of attempts to rescue the trapped victims. The total number of victims could not be ascertained as at press time, as rescue operations were still on it. Lagos State Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, who led emergency responders to the site, lamented non-adherence to physical planning law by developers in the state. Inspector General of Police IGP Usman Alkali Baba has ordered detailed investigation into the invasion of the Abuja residence of the Justice of the Supreme Court, Mary Odili. The house on Friday, October 29, 2021, was invaded by security operatives believed to be from the police and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. The IGP, who noted that the leadership of the force is not aware and did not at any time order police operatives to carry out the action, described the incident as unfortunate and unacceptable. A statement from police spokesman CP Frank Mba reads, "The IGP has directed the Force Intelligence Bureau, FIB, to conduct a discreet investigation into the incident." He assured of the commitment of the force to the safety and security of members of the judiciary and Nigerians in general. The drama at Plateau State House of Assembly on Monday took a dangerous dimension as the embattled Speaker Nuhu Abok Ayuba and 10 other members of the House were whisked away by security agents after journalists and demonstrators were tear-gassed. The drama unfolded itself about 3:20 p.m. when the Plateau State Commissioner of Police, Edward Ebuka, led the 11 members of the assembly to 4 awaiting Hilux vehicles and took them to an unknown destination. The members, who were unruffled, told newsmen while being taken away that they are firm and resolute in their duties to the Plateau people that voted us to the House in our struggle to fight to a logical conclusion until the Speaker is reinstated. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has arrested popular socialite and businessman Obinna Iyebu, also known as Obi Kubana, over allegations of money laundering and tax fraud. The Anambra-born tycoon arrived at the headquarters of the EFCC at Jabi, Abuja at about noon on Monday, November 1, 2021. At the time of filing this report, the Anambra-born tycoon was still being interrogated by operatives of the commission. Though allegations against the socialite were sketchy as of press time, a source with knowledge on the matter told The Guardian that his case bordered on money laundering and tax fraud. Spokesman of the commission, Wilson Wujaren, however, said he was yet to be briefed on the development. Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has said that the worst military regime in the country is better than the President Muhammadu Buhari-led All Progressives Congress (APC) government. Ortom made this remark yesterday while fielding questions from newsmen at the Makurdi Airport on his return from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) National Convention in Abuja. According to the governor, the outcome of the PDP convention on Saturday, October 30, is a clear indication that the party has positioned itself to take over leadership of the country in 2023. He alleged that the APC administration failed in all its promises to Nigerians. Due to the reduction in bandits' attack in Zamfara State, Governor Bello Matawalle has reopened some weekly markets that were closed some months ago. The governor directed the immediate reopening of the markets in a statement signed by the Commissioner of Information, Ibrahim Magaji Dosara, on Monday. The commissioner noted that the markets which were closed due to the insecurity situation in the state were reopened due to the improvement in the security situation and a series of requests by members of the public. Dosara, however, disclosed that the ban on the sales of animals in those markets is still in effect, warning against any act of violations of law and order in the market. He stated that the markets reopened at Nasarawa Burukulu in Bukunyum local government, Talata Mafara Market in Talata Mafara local government, Gusau Market in Gusau local government, and Shinkafi Market in Shinkafi local government. And now to business news. Rain Oil Limited, a leading player in the downstream oil and gas industry, has completed the acquisition of majority shares in Etana PLC, a publicly listed oil and gas company. This was achieved following the successful purchase of majority shares of Etana PLC through its investment arm, Preline Limited. On the 21st of December 2020, Etana PLC issued a public statement notifying shareholders, the Nigerian Exchange Limited, and the general group and the general public of negotiations by substantial shareholders to sell equity holdings in the company. On the 25th of August 2021, Etana PLC announced the execution of a sale and purchase agreement (SPA), enabling Preline Limited acquire 794,969,774 shares. Zenith Bank PLC has announced its unaudited results for the 9 months ended 30th September 2021, with gross earnings rising by 2% from 509 billion naira recorded in the same period of 2020 to 519 billion naira, amidst the persistent challenging macroeconomic environment which was exacerbated by the coronavirus pandemic. According to the group's unaudited 9 months financial results presented to the Nigerian Exchange (NGX), the growth in gross earnings was largely due to an increase in current account maintenance fees and fees from electronic products during the period. Profit before tax (PBT) also rose to 180 billion naira, reflecting a 1% growth over the 177 billion naira recorded in the same period in the previous year. Transactions on the Nigerian stock market opened trading for November on a negative note, with the market capitalization losing 32 billion naira on profit taking. Specifically, the market capitalization, which resumed for the month at 21.938 trillion naira, lost 32 billion naira or 0.15% to close at 21.906 trillion naira. Also, the all share index dropped by 61.81 points or 0.15% to close at 41,976.96 from 42,038.60 achieved on Friday. Consequently, the year-to-date gain moderated to 4.2%. The market negative performance was driven by price depreciation in large and medium capitalized stocks, which are Etana, Dangote Sugar Refinery, Nigerian Breweries, Owando, and Ecobank Transnational Incorporated (ETI). Analysts at United Capital PLC stated that looking ahead, we expect sustained bullish performance this week in reaction to the strong earnings turnout and sustained domestic interest in the equity market. Accordingly, the market breadth closed negative with 32 losers as against 20 gainers. Etana led the losers chart in percentage terms by 9.94% to close at 7 naira 79 kobo per share. UACN Property Development Company followed with a decline of 9.44% to close at 1 naira 63 kobo, while Courtville Business Solutions lost 9.09% to close at 40 kobo per share. Owando shed 7.92% to close at 4 naira 65 kobo, while Honeywell Flour Mills depreciated by 7.78% to close at 3 naira 32 kobo per share. Conversely, Fitson Healthcare and Guinness Nigeria dominated the gainers chart in percentage terms with 9.92% each to close at 6 naira 76 kobo and 39 naira 90 kobo per share respectively. Sovereign Trust Insurance followed with a gain of 9.09% to close at 24 kobo per share. ICO Insurance went up by 8.87% to close at 1 naira 35 kobo, while Regency Alliance Insurance appreciated by 8.11% to close at 40 kobo per share. And now to sports. Super Eagles coach Gernot Rohr has named Odion Ighalo, Wilfred Ndidi, and Samuel Chukwueze in Nigeria's squad for the 2022 World Cup qualifiers against Liberia and Cape Verde this month. Ighalo makes a return to the squad more than 2 years after he retired from international duty, while Wilfred Ndidi is back after missing last month's game against the Central African Republic. Chukwueze has not played a part in the qualifiers, but he is back in the squad after returning from a 6-month injury layoff. This is the news update from your #1 business radio, Broad Street Radio, in association with Automedics Autocare Limited, Adao Estate Branch, and Dependable Securities Limited. Before I go, a recap of the major stories. Four died, 3 rescued, others trapped as 21-story building collapses in Lagos. EFCC arrests Obi Kubana over alleged money laundering and tax fraud. Matawale reopens weekly markets in Zamfara and retains ban on animal sale. And in business, Rain Oil acquires majority stake in Etana PLC. NGX opens November bearish and down by 32 billion naira. And in sports, Awoniyi out, but Ighalo, Chukwueze, Ndidi return for Nigeria's clash against Cape Verde and Liberia. Enjoy the rest of the day. I am Otosi James Chuku, and you are listening to your #1 business radio, Broad Street Radio. Do well to download our mobile apps on your mobile devices, and for Android phone users, go to your Google Play Store to download Broad Street Radio mobile app, and for Apple phone users, your Apple Store to download Broad Street Radio mobile app, so that everywhere you go, you can carry Broad Street Radio along with you. Also, connect with us on all our social media platforms. Follow and like our page on Facebook at Broad Street Radio NG. Join the conversations on our Instagram handle at Broad Street Rad. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Broad Street Radio NG on YouTube. And our website is www.broadstreetradio.com. We have a WhatsApp number 0809-791-0074, 0809-791-0074. And for sponsorship and advert placement on Broad Street Radio, the numbers to call are 0809-791-0073 or 0803-436-1400. You could also send a mail to hello@broadstreetradio.com, or you visit our office at number 58/60 Broad Street in Lagos Island. It's still Broad Street Radio, your number one business radio. And coming up next is the newspaper review with Samuel Sinachi and Eze on your number one business radio, Broad Street Radio.
In your face, all over the place.
We're online 24/7. 24/7.
You're listening